make myself look skinny here.
Yep, there you go.
That's right.
Looking good.
I don't know about that, but hi everybody.
Hi everybody.
Happy Hump Day. It is Hump Day again.
Yes, it is.
Already, I know. That's right. Guess what other day it is? It's my wife's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Ruby.
That's right. Yay.
What are you doing for fun?
We are going to dinner, I hope.
Uh-huh.
She's not feeling well.
Oh.
I think you got her sick.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. It's going around.
Yeah, it's going around. I was gonna say it's everywhere. So yeah, that's not.
Don't get sick.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if not tonight, you have to take her out this weekend or something.
Yeah,
when she's feeling good.
Exactly. Hopefully she can make it. She went home sick from work, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Bummer.
Yeah.
Not a good way to spend your birthday.
No.
Hi, honey. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
So, and what else? It is Hump Day, the week before Memorial Day, which is crazy.
Mind blowing.
Yes, it is. Yeah, so we are, again, going into the 3-day Memorial Day weekend. One of our biggest sales of the year, so keep that in mind. We have, in fact, we got them in today, hot off the presses.
Oh, nice.
I know, our wonderful little shopper's guide here. This is going to be for our Memorial Day sale, as well as the Rusty Barn Show, which is at the Douglas County Fairgrounds down in Castle Rock.
Next week.
Next week, exactly. So this week we have Memorial Day. The Memorial Day sale will go Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's starting tomorrow.
Okay.
And then the show is Thursday, Friday, Saturday of next week. So yeah, I'm very excited. We got just a ton of specials. Our baby lock machines are at all-time lows on the prices, and again, this is sort of our pre-blowout sale before we get a couple of price increases. So
nice.
If you are interested in upgrading your sewing room, this is the perfect opportunity. We've actually got these machines below MAP on most of the machines. So
nice.
Very cool. I know. I'm very excited about it. And again, come on in this weekend, or let us know. We can sell almost every single baby lock online now, so we can ship them to you. We'd love to send you a new chorus, which is what Paula sews on all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So again, we've got that actually priced.
What is that? What is the chorus at? I want to know.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I want to know. I need to tell everybody that I've talked to about
You're
it.
getting a Quilter Select quilting set that comes with a ruler and a cutting mat and a rotary cutter, $249 value.
Nice.
Okay. Plus, we've got it on sale at $55.99.
Oh, that's a screaming deal.
It is a screaming deal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, everybody needs a chorus.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just one of the specials. Again, we've got a ton going on. All of our baby lock machines are actually below MAP, which is incredibly cool and very good. And again, we have heard that there is going to be a little bit of a price increase coming in the first part of June. So we ordered heavy, and we're trying to sell those down really quick. So
okay.
What else, Paula? Monday, we are going to be closed for the Memorial Day holiday. So again, we've got our sale going Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay.
We will be closed on Monday for the Memorial Day holiday.
Okay,
So,
but our website will be up.
Our website.
You can let your fingers do the shopping.
There you go. Exactly. That's a perfect idea. So again, keep that in mind. We got a lot going on. That show, again, is down in Castle Rock. We do have $2 off coupons in both locations. So come in for your coupon. We've got a whole bunch of those, and the admission is good for all 3 days. So you can go
get your
Thursday,
ticket and then
Friday,
use that
Saturday.
same ticket.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you only have to pay once, which is cool.
Nice.
Yeah. And free parking and all that good stuff. Yep.
It's going to be good.
It is going to be good. It's going to be very fun. I always look forward to these shows. I get to see all the people. It's very fun.
Yeah,
I enjoy
cool.
it a lot. Yep. Again, we did send out an email that gives you access to the full shopper's guide. So make sure you click on that, and you can go in and see all of our great specials on all of those machines.
Cool. It's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun. By the way, this is a really cool giveaway.
Yeah.
I love this one.
I know I tried to, sneak it to the back to my bag, but I didn't quite make it.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly. This is a good shopping bag. It's all good for all kinds of things. It's got the glitter on it. So very fun. And this is going to Dorothy Glazer.
Yay, Dorothy.
Dorothy, congratulations. And
I think we have something getting ready to ship out to you.
Lots to ship out to
Yeah.
her. Yeah. So we'll put this in with all of your stuff.
Okay.
So just like Christmas.
Excellent.
That's right. I
Okay.
also have some jokes.
Okay.
And I think you're gonna like these, Paula.
Okay.
Paula's gonna laugh. I know at least.
I like your jokes.
Yeah, exactly. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. She's gonna laugh so hard she's gonna cough.
I'm gonna cough. Sorry. I apologize. I really, really apologize.
That's all right. All right. What is Mike Tyson's favorite food?
So let me get this worked up.
You could guess this.
Ear of corn.
Good job.
Was that it?
That was corn. Corn, he can eat a whole ear.
He ate a whole ear. I remember when that happened.
Yeah, that was very funny. Yeah, that's a good guess. Good job. I'm impressed. These are coming to us from our friend Mr. Hicks, by the way.
Oh,
I
nice.
went over there to fix her machine yesterday, and he handed me this whole stack of
Oh,
jokes.
awesome.
Yeah,
Good.
exactly.
We can always use those.
That's right. Oh, this is my favorite, by the way.
Okay.
You're going to really like
I
this one.
might not be able to guess it, but I'll try.
What do you call a loaf of sourdough at the zoo?
Something crumbs. I don't know.
No? Bread in captivity. I thought that was very funny. All right, there's this one you're going to have to think about. But
Okay.
if there's one thing in the world that always gives me butterflies, it's caterpillars. That's very funny.
I have to tell my grandson that.
All right, I think we've said this one before, but I'm going to say it again. What do you call fake potatoes?
I don't know.
Imitators.
Imitators. Imitators.
Imitators. All right.
I grew up on a potato farm in Idaho.
Oh, did you? No.
I did.
Oh, that's cool.
Potatoes and wheat. Yep, I did.
That's very cool. Huh.
Yep.
You know, it's kind of, we drove through Idaho and we were trying to find out what the potatoes look like and couldn't quite figure it out. They're just little tiny things, right?
Potato plants?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, you don't know what potatoes look like. It's the last time you were in the kitchen. Yeah, they're kind of, they don't get very tall.
No. Yeah,
No.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how I learned to drive a tractor. I was 6 years old when I learned how to drive a tractor to haul the potatoes.
That's awesome. All right. You ready?
Okay.
Let's get started. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you what Paula's project was called today. My mouth started watering. I was like, and I had to eat some chips and salsa.
Yeah, you were shoveling it in.
Yeah, I was, exactly. She is making a quilt called graham cracker, which is my absolute favorite thing to dip in milk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
All right.
Oh, Val's got some graham crackers.
Oh, no
And I've got
way.
milk
Look,
in the
she's
fridge.
got graham crackers. Do you have milk?
I have milk in the fridge.
Oh, all right. Live is officially over. But yeah, exactly.
I ate these on the way to work for breakfast.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. So this little quilt is called graham crackers.
That is so cool.
It's pretty fun. It's really fun to make. This is a grip size quilt. We do have kits for it. Excuse me.
Graham crackers. I just love
Graham
that.
crackers.
Everybody needs to make this.
It's super fun. It's out of 2.5 by 4.5 inch rectangles.
Oh yeah,
And
look at that.
you
I
cut
can
the-
see
you
that.
cut strips.
That's why they're called graham crackers. Those are the graham
Yeah,
cracker, right?
Exactly.
Good. Wow.
Yeah.
See how I catch on so quick?
Yeah.
Good.
So we do have kits. They're $39.99.
Perfect.
Includes the binding, not the backing. For the backing for this, you can do it with 1.5 yards of fabric. Doesn't give you a ton of wiggle room because it's 35.5 inches wide.
Oh yeah. That's not any wiggle room.
42.
That's
Well, no, because the width of fabric is 42.
Oh, I see. Okay,
So that
good.
gives you, 7 inches. So that gives you 3 inches on each side. Just some people prefer more. So you can do it with the backing. The backing is not included, but we do have some of the backing fabric. If you would like it, you need 1.5 yards. Just let us know. Leave us a comment.
Okay, that
And
sounds
I also
good.
wanted to show you another colorway. I was gonna try to get it made, but I didn't because I've been a little bit sick. But I found these fabrics and I bought the fabrics and I took them home and there they sit.
So this is
So
the second
this is
colorway.
like a second colorway. So, and then this would be the setting triangles. That's the kind of the teal.
Oh yeah, yeah.
this one.
That's pretty. Yeah,
And then
look,
this would be
that's
the
really
binding.
cool. Yeah.
And then you need 8 fabrics. So it's called graham crackers. We have the regular kit. And then if you want the Americana red, white, and blue kit, just leave us a note in the comments. It's not this colorway is not on the website, so you have to leave us a comment or call the store.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Yes, so just make sure that you distinguish color waves. If you want regular kit, you just have to say kit. If you want the alternate, just say other color wave or something like that,
Yeah,
if you decide
or
to do
red,
that.
white, and blue, or whatever.
There you go. And I am going to try to unplug the microphone. They said that they can't hear whoever's away from the phone. So we're going to try it without a microphone here.
Okay, do we take it
Okay,
off?
yeah, go ahead and take it off. Hopefully you can hear us better. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why that's not working all of a sudden.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
It does. It drives me crazy. Okay. Hopefully you guys can hear us. We're going to get in front of the sewing machine here, and we'll both be in front of the camera, so that'll help.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is the pattern. It's a free pattern. It's up on our website. You can just print it off if you just want the pattern, but you need 1/4 of a yard of 8 different fabrics for the blocks. You need 3/4 of a yard for the setting triangles. That's
the big ones,
kind of
yeah.
the green.
Yep.
And then you need 1/2 yard for the binding.
Perfect.
So if you want to make it, you can download it, or if you want a kit, just let us know.
Another free project. Woohoo. That's right.
It's a
And the
pattern I
kit,
wrote 100 years ago.
is it really?
Yeah.
Paula is just so fabulous at this stuff. $39.99 for the kit. So
No
that
matter
is
which
good.
colorway you want.
That's right.
Just let
Good
us
deal.
know.
All right.
Okay?
Yep.
Okay. Maybe you can come back and show that again later.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll make sure as you're sewing blocks, we'll go ahead and show the color waves again.
Okay.
Woohoo, I get the big red chair.
You do.
My favorite. It's so comfy.
Okay. So, let's put this over here.
Barb, I think it would be easy to make larger. Is that a correct statement?
The quilt?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you just make more blocks.
Just see, just like that. Just perfect. Just make more blocks.
Yep.
Oh, you know what you're gonna have to do sometime? That's speaking of
What?
your
The big block?
giant block thing.
Yeah,
That
I
makes
thought
me-
about that. I actually started looking.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
It makes me happy every time you do that.
I'll probably do one next month.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Good
that'll be
deal.
one of my lives next month.
All right.
Okay. So, here's the cutting instructions.
And yes, the fabric requirements are on the instructions, Kim, so it'll have this all spelled out for you on the
Yep.
instructions.
So this is the size of the quilt, 35 by 46.5. The blocks are 8.5 inches unfinished. They finish at 8 inches. Okay.
Perfect.
So you need 1/4 of a yard of 8 different fabrics, 3/4 of a yard for the setting triangles, 1/2 yard for the binding, 1.5 for the backing, and then the batting, you just need a piece, 42 by 54. That's big enough batting. From each of the block fabrics, that's these 8 fabrics here, you need to cut 18 2.5 by 4.5 inch rectangles. We're going to make this quilt, you make 18 blocks. You're going to use a rectangle from each fabric in each block. So you're going to use only each, so there's 8 fabrics. You're going to use
I
each
see.
fabric
Yep.
once
Oh, cool.
in each block.
And
if
you
you-
don't do them the same order. You just sort
No,
of
it's a
random,
random
willy-nilly.
willy-nilly.
We love willy-nilly.
I know we love willy-nilly. And the great thing is there's no triangles, there's no matching seams.
and I
I mean,
like-
it's pretty easy.
I like Milli Vanilli too.
yeah, oh boy. Back in that day.
That's
You can also, for this crib quilt, I had you set it on point. If you want to make a bigger quilt, you don't have to set it on point. You can make them straight up and down and just make more blocks. You can just make as many as you want. If you're using more fabrics, it'll be more scrappy. If you're using less fabrics, it'll be less scrappy. It's totally up to you.
no cool.
It's a great stash
Yeah, there you go.
quilt.
That's fun.
You know,
yeah.
just pull out a bunch of your stash and cut a bunch of rectangles.
That's
It's
not
pretty
bad.
easy.
That's right. Dorothy, by the way, you won today. Hi there. She came on late.
Hi, Dorothy.
Dorothy, we've got a really cool little bag that we're putting in the bag. She is making graham crackers, which I absolutely just love graham crackers. So makes me very happy. The kit is $39.99 if you want to, and the pattern is free. It's on the website. So another really cool free project for you guys to sew.
Okay, so here's a rectangle from each of the 8 fabrics. We're going to make 4 blocks today, and then I'll show you how to kind of lay them out on the diagonal with the setting triangles. We won't put the whole thing together, though. We're not making
yeah.
a whole nother quilt today, but we're making parts of it.
Parts is fine.
Okay.
They get the idea.
Okay, so normally I like to chain piece blocks, and I like to work on a whole bunch of blocks at the same time, but because I want to make sure that I use all of the different fabrics and I don't duplicate fabrics, I'm going to make each block separately.
Perfect.
But you can do it however your little heart desires.
Oh, there you go. That's good.
Next time you make a quilt, Patrick.
I know. I just can't wait. My little heart is desiring right now.
Okay, so the center of the block is just 2 of these. We're going to sew lengthwise 2 rectangles together. I'm using a 1/4 inch seam. I'm using the Q2 stitch on the chorus so that it moves the needle over and gives me a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance.
Oh, there you go. And yes, Patty, you can add as many blocks as you want to make it bigger. So you would, you're going to be able to make this any size that you want.
Yeah, you just make more blocks.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, you don't have to put it on point. You can put them straight up and down.
Perfect.
So now I'm going to take and I'm just going to pick 2 and I'm going to put them on each end.
Oh, see,
Okay.
this is very fun.
It's very easy.
That's cool. Betty, if you bought 2 kits, your quilt would be giant.
Well, it wouldn't quite be giant, but it's a good size.
So this quilt turns out to be 35 by 46 and a half. So that would be about that's bigger than king size if you doubled it.
No, it's not.
70 by 92, wouldn't it?
That's like, no, because you would need 4 kits to make it 2 across and 2 down.
Oh, I see.
You
Oh,
would
okay.
need 4 kits to make it king size. So this would make it like, if you doubled it, you could maybe get like a good size lap, a small twin, not a king size. Good try.
No, a small twin.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was never good with math.
You'd have half of a king size quilt.
There you go. Lindy wants to know, could you use a jelly roll for this?
Absolutely, because
Yeah,
they're
jelly roll
2.5
would be
inch strips, and then you cut
See?
them into 4.5 inch rectangles.
There you go. Look at that. You want to hear how my day started today?
Sure.
Did you see what I did to the van?
Oh, I heard.
Yes.
I heard. That was sad.
Yeah, we got
tell
some
everybody?
brand new fabric. I don't know if you guys can see that over there, but I went to Joann's today and picked up some fabric fixtures for our brand new,
Fabrics coming in.
yeah, what do you call it?
Batiks?
Batiks, thank you. I had that right at the top of my head. And I was driving to work today, and somebody cut in front of me, and I slammed on my brakes, and the fabric fixtures went right through the van window
In the back.
in the back.
Oh,
Knocked the window
Bummer.
completely out. Yeah. What a
that's
bummer.
a terrible way to start the
Oh,
day.
it was a horrible way to start the day. Yes, it was.
Okay, so the next thing you need to do now is we have our last 4 rectangles. We're going to sew them on the short side, and we're going to sew those to this side, and that's the whole block.
No way. Yeah, see, this is a cool quilt. I like this.
So we're gonna make 2 or 3 blocks, and then I'll show you how to put them together. It's pretty easy.
Evelyn, Elaine is moved on to bigger and better things. So,
We will miss her.
again, yeah, we will miss her. She's been with us a long, long time, and it was really a hard goodbye. So, but again, we've got Cindy down. She's going to be the manager of that store, which I'm very excited about. We've got, it's going to be a really, really fun store. So I'm very excited to have her down there.
And now we're just going to sew these to this side. And it doesn't matter which way your seams are going, because nothing's nesting, nothing's touching, nothing's fitting. It's just they all just magically go together. And this would be a great jelly roll quilt, actually. So like I used 8 different fabrics. I was able to you have to cut 18 rectangles out of each fabric. I was able to get that out of 2 strips with the fabric.
Oh,
So that's
okay.
16 strips. Jelly rolls usually have 40 strips.
Oh, wow.
So that's more than double. So you could make a pretty darn good size quilt if you used a whole jelly roll. Did that make sense? Did you
Yes,
get that?
yes,
Okay.
it will. That's
Yeah,
good.
sorry. And then we're just going to press. And I'm just pressing everything as I'm sewing. I'm just pressing everything out.
That's right.
And that's it. That's the whole block.
That's very cool. Yep. I like that. I like that. Yes, Karen, we're excited to see you at the show too. It will be very, very good.
Okay, so there's 2 blocks. So the only thing I'm pretty willy-nilly, but I try to make sure that I kind of spread the fabrics out where I place them in the block. I try not to have, the brighter pink and all the outside, so I try to make sure I have one on the inside,
Yes.
Just try to, but when you start putting them all together, they all go together. You're not going to be able to tell. So again, we're just sewing these 2 rectangles together.
Mary, I hope you didn't name your cat after me.
What's your cat's name? Is her cat's name
That-
Patrick?
That rat bastard Patrick. That really made her cough. That was a good one.
I remember that.
Yep. She is very funny. He's always in trouble, she said. Sounds just like me. That's good.
Have you ever had a cat?
I have never had a cat.
We had a cat once, and it was a massive failure. We are not cat
Yeah.
people.
You know what was a massive failure for me that I owned
What?
for a very short time?
What?
A bunny.
Oh, we never had.
And it was the bunny from hell.
Really?
I swear he was the one in Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh no.
The one
he
that
was
killed
evil?
people and
Oh, no.
jumped at their no
good.
Yeah, he attacked. He was a mean bunny. Just a mean, vicious bunny. He scared me to death.
Oh. We had hamsters when my kids were little, and then we got 2 that supposedly were both girls or boys. I don't know, same sex. 14 days later, we had way more hamsters.
Oh,
And
no
then,
way.
14
That's
days
awesome.
after that, way more hamsters. That's how often they can procreate, every 14 days. We ended up taking all of the hamsters back to the pet store.
That's an awesome. You just
They like
infiltrated my-
exponentially.
That's hilarious.
They exponentially increase. It was terrible. It was terrible. And you have to separate them so they don't eat them. Oh, it was terrible. I'm not kidding.
What a learning
Oh
experience.
God, it was awful.
You didn't know that.
No, not at all.
That's very funny.
And we took them back, and we told them that we had told them we wanted both the same, boys or girls, one of them the same. And the owner looked at us, because I don't know who helped us when we first went. It wasn't the owner. And then we took him and we said, we thought we got 2 girls or 2 boys. And he looked at me and he said, you really think that we're going to be able to tell you if it's a girl or a boy? Like, you
That's
idiot.
Said, wait, we asked for the same
Well,
sex.
yeah, if it's not possible, tell us. We would have just got one.
That's hilarious.
And really, truly, bada bing, bada boom. You can have this thing cut out and made in a day.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the hamsters having sex again.
Yeah. You too can have 40 million hamsters in,
In
6
no time,
weeks.
that's right.
Okay, I'm just going to press this, and then we're going to go over to the table.
All
I'm
right.
going to lay them out a little bit.
That'll be fun. Get them all put together. So you just did this
I
in.
only made 3.
Oh,
We're not
okay.
making the whole top today.
Oh, yeah. I knew that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a really pretty quilt, by the way. So again, this is the color wave that Paula is sewing right now, which again is what the kit entails. Very, very pretty, very springy quilt. Actually, this is very fun. So again, nice springy quilt, $39.99 for the kit. Here is the alternate color wave, so it's a little bit more patriotic for the Memorial Day holiday, actually.
But I love these fabrics.
Yeah, the fabrics are beautiful.
Really, really, really
And these are this one is what's gonna be the larger triangles.
Setting triangles around the outside.
And then this would be your binding.
Yep.
Yep.
And then these will all be
And
the
then,
blocks.
yes, exactly. So yeah, that'd be really cool quilt too.
I can't wait to make it.
Yeah, that's for sure. That'll be fun.
Okay, so let's go over here. We're just gonna look at something cutting, and then we'll go over to the other table.
Kathy, want to know, are the seams not pressed open?
I did not press any of them open
You just pressed them left and
because
right?
there's no.
Yeah, okay.
They're not like overlap. They're not nesting or anything, so
Okay.
they lay nice and flat. I
that's
hardly
good.
ever press open, to be completely honest, because it takes more time, and I'm lazy.
Perfect.
So I try to avoid pressing open
That's right. Exactly. At all costs, right?
at all costs.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, here's our large triangles. Yay.
So in the cutting instructions, from the setting triangle fabric, you need to cut 3 13.5-inch squares. You're going to cross cut that twice diagonally for 12 triangles. You only need 10.
Oh, okay.
So you'll have 2 extra. Then you
Make
need to
another
cut.
block.
Well, they're not part of the blocks. They're the setting
Oh, I
triangles.
know, but
Make-
yeah, you can
make a
just
whole
still
nother
make
quilt.
something. You can make a trivet.
You go right ahead. And then you need 2 7-inch squares for the corner triangles. You need to cross cut those once diagonally, and you're going to use all 4 triangles, and those are for the corners. So these large triangles are from the 13.5-inch square that we're going to cut twice.
Okay.
They're very oversized. You'll have plenty of room left over when you sew these together to square up your side.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so when you square up your side and you trim it off, leave yourself like a 1/4 inch to 3/8 of an inch, depending on how wide your binding is, for your binding, for your seam allowance for your binding.
Okay, good.
Okay, so here's the large triangles. They started out.
You know, Nancy, I think Paula is planning on making one, so if she does make it, yes, we will post a picture of it.
The Americana one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I will. I have the fabric at home. So here's the 13.5-inch
Oh, yeah, look at that.
square.
Okay.
You just cut it in half twice
Yep, there you
diagonally.
go.
Okay, that's for the sides and the top. Here is the 7-inch square. You're just going to cut it once diagonally. You have 2 squares. You're going to end up with 4 triangles.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
So now we're going to go over to the table and we're just going to lay this out. a
Lay
little
this
bit,
all out.
so you kind of get an idea.
So again, second color wave, and yes, Kate is on here watching us. I'm so excited. Hi, Kate. So second color wave is on there. Again, make sure if you want a kit that you distinguish which color wave that you want. The regular kit is $39.99, and it does give you your backing and binding.
Not backing.
Not
just
backing,
binding.
just binding. I did that on purpose.
To see if I was listening?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm always listening.
That's good.
Okay, so when you go to lay these blocks out,
Oh, look, it's a house.
oh, it kind of is. You're going to lay them out in diagonal rows, like this, okay? So you're going to have your corner square triangle there. You need to make sure that as you lay these out, that you alternate each block, you rotate it 90 degrees. So see this one, how here the 2 long rectangles are on the
Oh,
top?
yeah, look at that.
They're
Okay.
on the sides of this center square, and then they're on the top again of that one.
Ah.
So you're rotating them. So we want it to be like this. And then the next one, see, we don't want to line them up like
yeah,
that.
yeah, that makes
We
sense.
don't want it to look like
Okay,
that.
yeah.
We want it to be kind of alternating.
There you
see
go.
what I'm saying?
That's right.
So then this one we want like that because we want it to be, but I'm going to flip it. Nope, I'm going to flip it this way. You're going to have to play with them a little bit.
Oh, yeah, that's because we just willy-nilly
We
this.
willy-nillied.
Yes, we did.
And then these are your large triangles. They're going to go on the top of your quilt.
No, this is so
And
cool.
then down
The sides.
the sides of your quilt. So they're pretty oversized. See how much they overlap?
Yeah.
That's okay. Because you're going to trim that off. Leave yourself enough for your binding.
Okay, good.
Okay? And so then that one goes there. So you just lay them out into diagonal rows. Then you sew those rows together. And then you sew all of the rows together.
And you got a quilt.
And you got a quilt.
Just like that.
And also, too, if you want to make this bigger, you can add a border. Just a regular border.
well,
You
there
don't
you go.
have
That's
to.
true.
You don't have to just end it with the triangles and then add the binding. You could add a whole other border and you could make it another, 12 inches bigger if you did a 4 to 6 inch border on the
Oh,
outside.
there you go. That's awesome.
Okay. So that's all
fun.
I know.
That's all you know.
That's all I know.
That's
all
good.
I got.
That's perfect. All right, everybody. So hopefully you don't have any questions. If you do, make sure you let us know. And again, these blocks went together really, really fun and really, really easy. So keep in mind, again, we have our big sale going this weekend. We are going to be closed on Monday, and then we're going to be at the show a week from tomorrow. So we've got lots going on to end the month, and we look forward to seeing you all. I hope you all enjoy. We'll be here tomorrow.
Yep.
Yes. So
Bells on.
that's right, with bells on. That's right. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us today, and we will talk to you all tomorrow. Bye.